People think manipulation is all about words, but the truth is, real manipulation starts before a single word is spoken. It starts with silence. It starts with how you react. It starts when someone studies you like a test subject, watching how you move, how you respond, how you feel. See, dark psychology teaches us that people don't always test you by asking questions. They test you by observing your reactions. They'll ignore your message to see how fast you reply next time. They'll insult you slightly to see if you defend yourself or stay quiet. They'll pretend they don't care, just to see if you'll chase. Every reaction reveals information. If you get emotional, they know you crave validation. If you over-explain, they see insecurity. But when you stay calm, unreadable, and silent, you become unpredictable, and that gives you power. That's the first level of control. Emotional observation. People can't manipulate what they can't read. And when you master your reactions, you master their influence. Now let's go deeper. The next layer is reality distortion. This is where people start creating false scenarios in their minds, not to manipulate others, but to protect themselves. They imagine betrayals that never happen. They create fake stories in their head to justify fear, jealousy, or doubt. But dark psychology explains why this happens. It's the mind's defense mechanism. When we don't understand something, our brain fills in the blanks, and those blanks can become dangerous. You start reacting to things that never happened. You push people away for problems that only existed in your imagination. That's how many relationships and friendships collapse. Not from truth, but from mental projections. To fix this, you need awareness. Whenever your mind starts building a scenario, ask yourself, did this really happen, or is this fear talking? The brain loves lies that feel safe more than truths that feel painful. And only emotional control breaks that cycle. Then there's emotional anchoring, one of the most powerful dark tactics ever discovered. Have you ever noticed someone who controls the room without saying much? That's emotional anchoring in action. They link emotions to their presence. When they appear, people feel calm, or anxious, or drawn in. It's not about words, it's about association. They give warmth, then coldness, reward, then silence. Your mind starts to crave their approval, not because you love them, but because they control how you feel. That's the real trap. The less they show up, the more your brain values them. Scarcity turns attention into addiction. And once they've got your emotions tied to their presence, they don't even need to say a word. Emotional anchoring is the foundation of influence. The best manipulators don't command your mind. They condition your heart. But every manipulator has an intention. A narcissist manipulates for false fame and validation. A Machiavellian manipulates for power and survival. And a psychopath manipulates for pleasure, to watch others suffer, fall, or fail. The tactic may be the same, but the motive defines the level of darkness. That's why awareness is your greatest weapon. You can't fight what you can't see, but once you recognize the pattern, it loses power. There's one last truth I want you to remember. In life, the calmest person always wins, because calmness isn't weakness, it's control. When you don't react, they can't predict you. When you don't explain, they can't expose you. And when you stay silent, they start revealing themselves. You don't need to manipulate others. You just need to understand them. Because when you understand human behavior, emotions, triggers, intentions, you'll see through every game before it even begins. Everything I've told you today, every tactic, every layer of control, comes directly from 112 Alpha Tactics of Dark Psychology and How to Analyze People. These aren't just books, they're guides to mastering human behavior. If you want to see the truth behind power, control, and influence, tap the link in my bio. Study before someone studies you. Learn before someone learns you. Because in this world, awareness isn't an advantage, it's survival.